Yo,
Before we go, thank you, man.
we're fully
Appreciate all
live.
of you.
Watch
So
what you
we're
say.
back. We're
We live.
live. We're on YouTube. We're on every channel you can be on if you want a podcast. We are the Catch Corner Podcast with the three-time World Karate Champion, the WCW, the WWE legend himself, actor extraordinaire. He's been everywhere but the electric chair. He is Ernest the Cat Miller. I am your co-host. Ray W. Don't mean to trouble you, Keziah. On this microphone, we blaze nothing but fire and truth. And before we get going, a word from our sponsor.
To most, this looks done, broken, hopeless, a teardown. But wiping the slate clean, that costs more than money. It costs time, resources, and waste. Resight sees more. Beneath the wear, potential. Beneath the cracks, opportunity. We reinforce, we regrade, we reimagine. Because smart fixes save time, money, and the planet. What's old isn't broken, it just needs the right hands. Resight. Practical solutions, lasting value.
Couldn't do it without Resight. Thank you, Wes, and to the guys at Resight. Look at there, got a coffee mug, but he don't drink coffee. He drinks tea, ladies and gentlemen. And here to spill some tea this week would be Ernest the Cat Miller himself. How are you doing, Cat? What's been going on lately? Where you been?
Bro, you know, I started off with a good day. I went and played golf, and I got my ass just kicked all over 9 holes. From the first hole to the 9th hole, I got my ass kicked. And the bad part is, it was my daughter.
Your daughter beat you that bad?
Man, I was knocking the ball all across the damn street, up into the trees and everything. And then, you know, but the best part of it, at the end of the day, we shook hands and she said, "I love you, Daddy."
Well, you had a good time with your daughter, and that's really all that matters. What's going on in the world of the Cat as far as wrestling, like Comic-Cons and stuff? What you got coming up?
Man, I was just in San Antonio this weekend, man, and it was a great weekend. It was a Comic-Con out there, a Fear Fest, and it was great. Me and Stevie Ray and I got to hang out. You know, we did a couple of podcasts together, and you know, this is a strange guy. And this is what I want to start the show off. I just want to talk about this because it's kind of strange. Have you ever noticed that a lot of the big name characters, or even some of the gimmicks of things like out of the deep, dark Bible, you know, like Stone Cold talk about 3:16.
Yeah, like John 3:16. You got Cain of Cain and Abel.
Yeah, then you got
storylines that go.
Oh no, bro, you asked me. You asked me. You gonna talk over me?
I'm going with what you're saying. Go ahead.
And then you got the Undertaker, which is a dead man in a casket. A casket. He come up and rise up from the dead, right? And you got that, man. And then you got a lot of dark demon list kind of characters in pro wrestling. And it's some dark situation, man. So dark things go on around it. I don't think you could just wake up and start talking about evil things and not get kind of evil spirits around you.
I mean, I'm with you, but wrestling has always been good versus evil. The bad guy, the heel versus the babyface, the good guy. So, I mean, that's if you don't have an arc to the story, if you ain't got somebody to boo and somebody to cheer, that's why watching AEW to me is so strange sometimes, because they got 2 baby faces fighting or 2 heels fighting. So you really don't even know who to cheer or boo. So the booking is ridiculous to me, but that's another story for another day. But following what you're saying, yeah, you can't be around evil all the time and some of it not get on you a little bit. You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm talking about, man. So one of the darkest characters to me, man, and this dude is spooky. He one of the nicest guys around out of his gimmick, but it's spooky, and that's the Boogeyman.
Oh, Marty Dog, what a character.
Bro, listen, I'm telling you, man, he worked with us last weekend in San Antonio, right next to me. And man, he's so spooky, man. I mean, just the look, man, it's just like real evil. And and I've seen something, man. No lie, that people gonna tell me I'm crazy, but I think this dude is really kind of possessed or have some kind of devilish ways. I told him that. I said, bro, something about you, man. I mean, you look at it, the gimmick fit him. The face, the way the face look, the way he stick the tongue out, eat worms, and when people come to take the kids are terrified when the parents bring them over.
I was 40 years old.
Man, listen, the kids are terrified, and then you start talking to him, and he got some real kind of. It ain't devilish, it's voodoo-ish.
I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
He got some voodoo stuff around him. I think this guy possessed, man.
He's just.
I think he's possessed because listen, when people come to take pictures with him, first he talk about he put these claws on the kid's back, and it's just so scary and itchy. And then he got this long stick,
staff,
devil fork. And man, let me tell you. So when people walk up to him and they stand there with their mouth open, looking at the boogeyman. And next thing you know, he'll give them that stick and say, he'll hold the stick. And while they're holding the stick, they do anything he tell them to do. No lie, I'm lying. When he gave the, listen, he talking to them, they come to the table, hey, we like take a picture with you. We talking to him, he just looking at him with the mean, dark eyes. Mean, dark eyes. He's just looking straight through them. And then the kid come, Ray, stop doing that, man. Because I can't think this is true. I was there this weekend.
I've been around him. I know. He's great.
So this character, man, he played to a T. Well, it's something about that stick that he have in his hand. I call it a stick. They probably got another name for it. It's this big red staff, and it got the fork on it. But when he put that, listen, if it's a family of 4, oh, we might want to talk to you. We don't know what to say. But soon he does it. He did it every time. He said, hold this for me. No lie. He'll give it to the mom or the kids or somebody, and they'll hold it for him. And he walk away, and they like mesmerized. They stay there and don't move. They stay there. He's like they capture.
Like they in a trance or something.
Like they're in a trance, hypnotized. Man, I'm gonna tell. I told him.
You want 2 pictures?
No, it ain't picture. It's the conversation they have.
Mm-hmm. Well, while they under that trance, I go ahead and hit them up for a couple pictures and a couple of signatures. Go and get that $85 package, maybe that $125, $150 package.
I don't think it's. I don't think these characters are developed just to get a few dollars. I think these guys like the Undertaker, the devilish kind of thing. You know, even like NWO. Most people don't know what NWO stand for. That was something in the Bible, New World Order. Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, what do you know about that, Ray?
Well, know a lot about the New World Order. It's one world government. It's one currency. Will be under the image of Baal, which is the devil himself. Some say the devil's greatest trick is convincing people he never existed at all, which we all know is a lie. We know he's real. So
what's your favorite spooky? Let's just say your favorite character in wrestling. Who is that?
Well, my favorite character would probably be the Undertaker because it's a character.
Yeah.
You know.
But what about Kane? What about Kane? How did they come up with that?
Kane was great. Kane was great. He beat everybody else. And somebody came up with that story about, Paul Bearer came up with, or whoever came up with.
Oh my goodness. Now, Paul Bearer, he was he was like strange, man. He was man, I forgot all about him. That's another goofy kind of character.
Man, he was a pallbearer. I mean, that was his name, Paul Bearer. What a great name for a character. The Undertaker, so simplistic, but it carried so much weight, and he stayed in character for the
What
whole
what
20
was
some years.
simplistic? What was simplistic about somebody playing that character, Paul?
Just
What do you?
somebody that would be digging your grave, an undertaker. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
that's just a gruesome. That'd be a gruesome. I mean, he's a lot more gruesome than the stupid ass dumpster man they had, or the dentist who ended up becoming Kane, or the repo man, or the killer bee, or the whatever else that they had at that time that was cartoonish. But when he came out, that was the real man. They had the one man gang as Akeem, the African Dream, and he wasn't even black. He was a white dude.
Man, but
Remember,
people that made it though, because he was so different from
and
his
Slick
character
was. You
and
remember
it could,
Slick was his manager.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, that was great back then. I mean, when you were a kid and you were watching that, it's like watching a cartoon that had come to life in front of you. But yeah, but Spooky. Marty is spooky, and when he gets into character, he's in it. I mean, he's good.
I'm gonna get Marty on.
He's
I talked to
awesome.
him a little
His
bit.
story is unbelievable. That
I
story where
talked to him. I talked to him. He said he would love to come on, but
need to get him.
listen, I'm not lying. When I watched this guy work, as soon as he gave that staff to anybody near him, it's like put him in some kind of
Voodoo
Twilight
trance.
Zone. Twilight Zone.
He put
It's
that
like
voodoo, like you said. He
it
put
was
that rook
scary,
on him.
man. Scary.
Yeah, it's scary. It was
And
scary
this
to me
dude,
back then. I don't know how. I mean, I know his story somewhat. The story he told us when we were in L.A. But and that's an awesome story. I mean, that's a story of nothing but God's saving grace in a man's life. But the story of him in his wrestling career, like where he started on Tough Enough and lied about his age because he had really aged out. He was too old for Tough Enough and lied to him about his age and made it like to the semifinals. And he had such a good look. I mean, he was a good body guy. I mean, look at him. The guy's in shape, dude. He good body guy, big dude,
but
solid.
they put him on a legend deal, and he does a lot of work with them and for them, appearances and stuff like that. And listen, the fans love him.
Yeah.
They love him. When I say that, everybody like that gimmick. Are they so afraid of it that they want to be seen with it?
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's lasted the test of time. That one has outlived a lot of old ones. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. Just
Have you ever seen a character develop like that in AEW or anywhere else? Like
not
the
really.
Undertaker, WCW was getting into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
With
With
Mortis,
glaciers and
Glacier, yes.
Mortis and all that stuff. I mean, it was like Mortal Kombat had come to life on television. I mean, that's what it was to me. They brought you
Again,
in. I mean, they went down that karate road there for a while.
no, it wasn't the karate road there for about that character that made the whole cast of character unique, because you had what was there, what's his name now, he Vampiro.
Yeah.
Vampiro was the what was he, a devilish vampire, a
He
karate
was like a
vampire?
vampire. He was like
That was
a vampire to come back to life afterwards. Yes.
Vampiro had to be one of the most talented wrestlers out there, man. He did not need a gimmick to get over. This dude was talented, athletic. I mean, good karate, good wrestling skill. He worked in Mexico.
I was going to say,
Vampiro was one of the most unique characters in WCW, I think, when he was there.
absolutely he was. Absolutely he was. Then you had, the maestro, and then you had, people
Come
like
on,
that.
man. The Maestro was nice. He been on this podcast before, Cat's Corner. But Maestro was not scary. There was nothing scary about the
No, I'm
Maestro.
just saying character driven, character driven. I mean, not somebody coming out there as like Travis Young, that's his like name or whatever. This guy's coming out as Vampiro, Maestro, Mortis, Glacier, blah, 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 blah. You got all these names, all these characters. It's not like Neil Smith coming out to fight you.
I
Nasty
wonder.
Neil Smith.
Listen, I wonder if they can go back. What character do you think can be reduplicated now? What character do you think can be kind of just his long lost son? Like they tried to do Andre the Giant. They brought out the Big Show. It's supposed to be the Andre the Giant's son. What character do you think they can have a little Undertaker?
Maybe that would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, a little Undertaker. That gimmick was so great, man. I mean, the music when it got dark, and then with with his little sidekick, Paul.
Yeah, Paul Bearer. Yeah, that was Percy Pringle.
Percy,
When I was a
that
kid, he
name.
was Percy Pringle. He was just something else. He was very flamboyant, very, very good name, very good with the talent behind the scenes, from what I understand. Did you ever work with him when you were up there? Was he around?
Man, listen.
Was he there when you were there? When you were at WWE, did you ever run into Paul Bearer?
Let me see how to put this. Whenever I would see the Undertaker, Paul Bearer, Vampire, I would go the other way. No, you think I did not want to talk to him while they were dressed like that? Cause it just spooky to me. It's just something about it. You know, back when I was growing up, my mom used to say, "Don't play with that devil. We don't celebrate devil and Halloween and stuff like that. Read the Bible, study the angels. Don't study." Man, these guys really lived the part, man. They looked the part.
The demon? You remember the demon that WCW had? Looked like the guy from Kiss. They called him the Demon. I mean, golly, don't get much worse than that, does it?
Man, that guy was about 6'7", man. When he put that
big old tongue come out of his mouth.
I don't know. I wasn't looking at the tongue. See, that's some zesty stuff you just doing right there, Ray. See, that's real zesty.
Zesty roll. I told you about zesty roll, didn't I? Oh, I'm gonna start that character, zesty roll. That's gonna be my new one. Instead of Stephen Ray Smith, I'm gonna be Zesty Rhodes.
How about insane clown?
Insane Clown Posse scared me. I don't like clowns, dude. I ain't a clown guy.
You know what? Somebody said that gimmick with the clown gimmick is more is scarier than the Undertaker.
Very much so. Because there's
it's worse than the Undertaker. It's worse than anything because I never knew how relatable the clown was to the devil in the Bible.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
The Joker that always sit around for the kings and stuff and did little witchcraft and magic and stuff and made them laugh and shit. That's what that guy was.
But let me ask you, do you think all these right here, somebody looked in the Bible and said, okay, let's develop something that the Bible will go against the Bible?
Most of these stories are biblical allegories and metaphorically speaking, not directly. I mean, they're not calling somebody Ruth or they're not calling nobody Abraham or Moses, but there's things that kind of line up biblically with a couple of these storylines I've seen.
What did Stone Cold mean when he would say 316, I'm kicking your ass? I mean, what said? You know what 316 means?
You read your Psalms, and what did it do for you? John 3:16, Austin 3:16 means I just whooped your ass instead of.
But didn't that come from the Bible?
Well, John 3:16 did. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that those who believed in him would not perish but have everlasting life. Yes, that's John 3:16.
So what do you think, Big Ray? What do you think about these characters kind of moping with the Bible? You know, it's a bunch of Bible thumpers out there. You a Christian, you go to church, you believe in God, but it's a bunch of thumpers out there like yourself. What do you think about these characters that was driven from the Bible into the ring just to entertain people?
As long as good triumphs over evil like it does in the book that I read, I'm okay with it. I like being entertained. I like being scared a little bit. I like being entertained. Totally. I just like being entertained.
But do that interfere with your beliefs as far as Christianity?
No, it's them doing it. I'm just watching. You know what I'm saying? And maybe God will be mad at me when I get up there for glorifying in it, because we talk about it
and identifying with something that is not real. It's only one God.
Right. That's right. Yahuwah, the one. Yah. Hallelujah. That's right. Absolutely. I'm with you. Ain't but one.
So anyway, Ray,
Hey,
this is
and,
yo,
hey, and
this
he
is
wasn't
yo.
blonde hair and blue eyed. He wasn't blonde hair and blue eyed either.
No, there's not. I mean,
He
how
looked more
about
like you.
Raven? Raven was a biblical
No, he was more
inversion of the Bible,
Edgar
huh?
Allan Poe. He was more poetic with the Raven. Quote the Raven
Yeah,
evermore.
yeah. What the
That's
Raven?
Edgar Allan Poe, which he was
Yeah,
spooky.
the writer.
All of his stuff. Yeah, he was a poet.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did all
yeah,
his
yeah. I know a
poems.
writer. Yes. I
He's
want to.
very, very
I mean, he
talented.
was really good at that character.
Yeah, he
He
was.
one. They were one of my favorite. But you know, Chris Kanye had a good character too, man. I mean,
Mortis.
Mortis was just something really evil and scary and looked scary. But the guy who inside, I did not know he had those demons.
Yeah.
You know, Kanye gave his all. Rest in peace. Chris
R.I.P.
Kanye. Chris Kanye gave his all to wrestling.
Who
He
better than
gave
Canyon?
everything, man.
Oh,
This dude would take bumps, man, to make he did what he had to do to help get other people over. He took crazy bumps. He did stuff, man, that nobody ever wouldn't do. He really gave himself to wrestling. And
sure
then
did.
as we know, sometimes you can love something so much, but it don't love you back. And Chris Canyon was one of those guys, man, to without wrestling, I think he was lost. He was a
Speak.
lost soul. He was a lost soul. But the thing is, he worked so hard. He loved the business. All he wanted to do is wrestle. He
What
loved the
about
business.
what about the guy that managed him, Father Mitchell? Talk about a demonic character. Did he
Oh,
not look just like the devil?
he was an evil guy too, man. What's his name?
He was
Uh,
Mr. Whatever his name was. He was Father Mitchell when
yeah,
he was doing that gimmick
yeah.
with Mortis and those guys. I mean, he was like had the pointed eyebrows, the hair slicked back, the devilish little beard, his little fingernails were long,
But see,
red suit.
I think there's some truth to that. And when I said truth to that, I think that was a little bit of him. There was a little bit of him in that
Maybe I don't
character
know him, but I know he's
because
played that character and everything.
I do. We work with him, and we
Yeah.
work with it, and everything he did was devilish, was evil, and he loved to push the line of being evil, you know.
Well, because he was
I'm
one
trying
that
to.
we
His
always
name was Mitchell. I can't I forget
Father.
his
I
name.
just remember Father Mitchell, like he was your
Yeah.
father. You know what I mean? But I don't know what his first name was. But
But him and Kanye were close, man, and I
isn't he
think
the one that found him?
no, Kanye had moved back to New York. He had moved here for a little while. I saw him, ran into him, and he was so disappointed with the way wrestling had kind of pushed him out. He felt like WWE guy pushed him out, never
Good.
gave him any respect, and he was looking for the next thing. He wasn't doing a lot of indie shows, but he loved wrestling. He just in love with wrestling. I saw him at a restaurant like about the week or two before he passed. And he hurt a lot of people after he committed suicide. I think
Yeah.
I don't know if he did. I don't know what they think, but from what I heard, he overdosed on some pills.
Yeah, I think that was the easy way out. Instead of like hanging yourself or shooting yourself, is took a bunch of muscles relaxers and go to sleep and just don't wake up.
Well, how do you know that's what he did, Ray? You
Or
can't
whatever.
insinuate. You can't insinuate that if you don't know it's
I'm just saying
confirmed.
that would be the way I would do it.
Oh well, why don't you do it? Then let me know.
Hey, thank God it's not suicide prevention month. We just had that show last week.
Well, listen. I talked to a young lady. I was at this Fright Fest in San Antonio, and they had some wrestlers there, and some of me, Stevie Ray, of course, when they got through wrestling, there were some indie guys. Once they finished wrestling, doing the show, they came over, shook our hand, greeted us, and asked us for any kind of thing we can kind of talk to them about. Did we see anything they need to work on?
Oh,
And
the younger wrestlers were doing
yeah,
that.
the younger wrestler, and one of them was a girl, real nice looking girl. And she said she'd been wrestling now for about a year and a half. I said, how old are you? She was about 26, 27. She said she traveled the road and she's a pretty girl. So I said, you are married, you got in a kid. She said I don't want to tell her name, but she said she had just lost a kid and then we started to talk a little bit more. And I began to listen to her. And she started to talk more about her personal life. And once she started talking about her personal life, she started talking about how she was just in the hospital because she tried to commit suicide.
What?
Yeah, and I didn't ask her the question. We just began to talk, and she started talking about. I said, "How did you get into wrestling? When did you know you wanted to be a wrestler?" Because I always say when you see a female wrestler, sometimes you think like, what make her or make them want to get in the ring, take bumps, and do that? What side of wrestling do they, expect to get? Do the physical or the beauty? It's a little bit of both. You got to be pretty, you got to be tough, and you got to be on that road.
Pretty tough. That would be a good name for a.
But I thought it was a little strange not strange, but I was kind of glad because she sent me an email later on thanking me for just hearing her out and listening to her.
Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes is just to be a good ear, be a good listener, and give them the advice you can give them, that fatherly advice, grandfatherly advice.
What kind of Ray? What do you see out there right now in WWE? Who do you see out there got a character that kind of demand a lot of respect right now? That could be step into the Undertaker place or somewhere near a character like that, the Dead Man.
Well, I mean, nobody's ever going to take the place of the Undertaker because it's such a unique. But somebody that can get close popularity wise and longevity wise, I would say a Roman Reigns possibly.
No, Roman Reigns is not a character. He's a personality.
He's the tribal chief.
No, but that's not a character, man. You know what I mean? I mean somebody like who I think would have gave them a close run, and he rest in peace. It's the tax man's son, the one that just died, the one used to turn over and turn his back and do the backflip, not the backflip, but walk on his hand, looking back at you.
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt. Now that was a good character, man.
Yeah. The Fiend.
I mean, I started to kind of like that character. I don't know what happened to it, but I started to love that character, man. He played it well too. The light would go down. They had the little gas lamp.
Yeah, them little lanterns. That's based off of that movie that Nick Nolte did with Robert De Niro years ago called Cape Fear, when he Counselor, that guy that was just
make
your skin crawl.
Listen, he did it well.
He sure did.
He combined that character with
Katie. That was that
with wrestling. He put it together. He made it work, and I think I think they changed it up a little bit at the end.
Gave it
right?
a Manson kind of feel, like a Charles Manson type.
That whole crew of guys, man.
Yeah, the family, for sure. That was a great character, but but most people nowadays, that's what I was getting to, is the character thing is kind of. I mean, you got. People like Bandito in AEW. I guess that's a character. Maybe he's a masked wrestler. We don't know who it is. He's just called Bandito. I mean, but is that what you would consider a character over somebody like
Oh yes, man. Listen, I'd like to be scared. Back in the day, I used to like to be scared. You see all those movies about ghosts and goblins and devil and spirit and evil spirit. Then hey, listen,
we used to hate the Wolfman.
No, not the Wolfman. The Wolfman was weak, man. If he was so bad, why doesn't never been a Wolfman character in the wrestling ring?
Why not? Why not? Because
he was solved.
With a silver bullet.
He was solved. Wolfman was solved.
The Wolfman was solved.
He was solved. He wouldn't make a good character. I could fight the Wolfman.
What about Dracula? Would you fight Dracula?
He just walk around, won't suck on your neck. I don't. I'm not into that.
What about
he was weak. Now Frankenstein,
Yeah, well, yeah. What about Big Frankenstein? Look like
Big Frank,
Sid
Big Frank
Vicious
was
coming at you.
somebody need to make that character. Cause listen, if they ran, nobody could ever catch him. He couldn't
Sid
catch
Vicious would have
nobody.
been Frankenstein.
Who?
Sid Vicious.
Oh yeah. No, for real. That's a good one.
He could have
That's
been
a
a
good
hell of a
one.
damn. He could have been a hell of a damn Frankenstein.
Oh man, listen. So that's a character. They might need to take a little grease and a little mud and create something.
Yeah, have somebody in a laboratory make one.
Frankenstein to where he walked real slow, and you know how he'd never catch it until they fall. That'd be a good character right there to develop. Let's write into AEW and WWE and say this is a character we as fans want to see.
But you got to have somebody in the laboratory doing the little vignettes, making him. So when you present
that's a little character. That's another little Igor. How about Igor? You make a good Igor.
I'd make a good Igor.
Yeah, the hump is not in your hump is not in your back. The hump is in your front, the shirt. Stop doing that, man. Listen. I want you to tell the fans and people who gonna watch this. We had nothing today. We just came on.
We had zero, folks.
We just said we gonna come on and we want to put out here. You know, we want to try to get people to come on and in some kind of way. And for some reason, when I'm doing the Ernest Miller show, when I'm doing that show, people coming on want to ask a lot of damn questions. They coming in live. But right now, we got to try to get some people. We want to answer some questions. Ray want to talk to you. He's a very smart mark. He want to talk to you and see what you want to talk about. I want some of you guys to get on here and ask me some backstage stuff. Who did I work with? Why did I work with them? Who did I not like? Who did I like? Was they like this? Was they not like that? Listen, I'm here. But right now, shit, we just talk. And what you know what I want to talk to him? I want to leave wrestling for 1 minute. Let me tell you something. When I was in college, if I had just sprinted 80 yards for a touchdown, that's my moment. I get to live in that moment and be the man for just that moment. I just scored an 80-yard touchdown. Now, if I were to turn around and a cop would have bumped me like the cop did this guy in South Carolina on TV, I would have been in big trouble. Oh, hell no, he wasn't going to get away with that. I think that was disrespectful.
Oh, yeah.
I think this guy right here, nobody really, you haven't heard his name. You haven't heard too much about him. But if
they do it different in Texas, don't they?
Listen, if this guy can do that on national TV,
he didn't know
and make it out like the kid said something. The kid didn't say anything.
He was just mad because they were down. They were getting that ass.
No. What he got to do with a football game in his uniform?
He's in Texas and Texas A&M.
So if that was your son running through the tunnel and this cop had nothing to do with it, then he bumped your son. What would you have said? What would you thought? Mad because he Texas.
I'd have them damn handcuffs on me in the back of the car. It'd already been over with.
So that's what I'm saying. He had no reason. There's no reason this guy should have interjected himself into that at that time, especially that spot. That was that kid's spot. He had just ran an 80-yard touchdown. The highlight, all the attention should be on
the tunnel because he had ran so far, he just kept running, right? And when he got to the tunnel, that's when the cop had something to say to him.
And those kids were so good, man, that you know what? I take my hat off to those kids because he didn't say much back to him. Matter of fact, the other guy, his other teammate, grabbed him and turned him around.
Yeah, got him the hell out of there before he got.
You can't beat that. Now, if that was me and I was in college, it would have been some fists and some elbows and everything. Though they would have had to hold me back
because
he had no reason to do it, huh?
It had definitely been on the ESPN top 10. So like Ernest the Cat Miller does a roundhouse kick to a cop's head in Texas.
I was just a different kind of guy when I was that age, man. I was a different kind of, especially when I was on my team and I played football in college. I was all into football. I was that tough guy once I hit that field.
Just changes your whole, but almost like coming out of the curtain. You become the cat.
Man, I wonder how many people out there gonna be at WrestleCade coming up in next weekend, right?
It's the end. It's like the 28th,
Yeah,
29th, and
yeah.
30th.
Yeah, they got some good. I don't know who they haven't out there, but I'll be out there signing autographs, and but I think Fourth Rope is going to have another live show there, and they put on great shows. They
Are they
put
really
on
coming?
great shows.
Are they coming to
Yeah,
WrestleCade?
yeah. They're gonna put on the Fourth Rope wrestling show.
Do we have anybody on that card yet?
No, they haven't sent the card out. As soon as I get it, I'll let you know who's going to be there. But
Yeah, we'll talk about it on the show next week if you get it. Hopefully they'll have it before then.
Yeah, they have some pretty good shows going. But
a week from today is almost my favorite day of the year, which is Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday because you get to eat all day. You get to eat all day, bro. Some good food, bro. Good food.
So do you guys do you guys cook or do you order or what?
Well, I mean, we went to Roost Chris a couple of times and did it that way, but it's just not as good.
Oh, Ray, Ruth, Chris. Let me tell you something. I got the San Antonio, man. Listen, wasn't nobody there. I was in a 95-star hotel. I was hungry as I don't know what. The only thing next to was Ruth Chris. I went down there and I sat by myself. Let me tell you something. I ordered the biggest steak. This steak was so big, came on a plate by itself.
Yeah.
I got to cutting that meat up. I got to slicing that nice juicy meat, man. And I ate so much of that steak, I couldn't eat anymore. But that steak was one of the best steaks I've ever had.
24-ounce porterhouse. What'd you get?
Oh man. I got the filet.
You got that big one?
Yeah,
11-ounce filet.
Oh yeah.
It was when it got out there, wasn't it?
Huh?
It was sizzling on that hot butter
The plate's so hot, they said, watch it, don't touch it.
500 degrees, baby.
Then why you bring it out here so hot then, lady?
She wants it to be hot. Hey, Miss Ruth said she wanted your steak to be warm from the first bite to the last bite.
Well, Big Ray, you got anything you looking forward to coming up on wrestling this week?
Yeah, we got the Survivor Series right around the corner for the WWE. Can't wait to see who's going to be the 5th official member of the Team Punk, because we saw who's going to be the 5th member. Maybe they figured it out by now. Maybe it's going to be Roman Reigns. Maybe it's going to be Roman.
So when is that show?
It's a week from Saturday. They're trying to do it around Thanksgiving. It's going to be around. I'm going to do the same time as you guys up in WrestleCade.
Monday night. I'm going to call a couple of friends that work in WWE, some friends, and I'm going to find out some backstage, get some information of what's going on in the business.
Are you doing a Mean Gene 1-900 inside?
No, I'm getting listen, bro. Listen, next week, I'm telling everybody who's listening. Next week, we gonna get some inside information from what's going on in the back. I need to hear what's going on in the back.
And we're doing this on Monday, people, because it's a holiday week. We're doing it on Wednesday tonight, but next Wednesday we will not be on. It'll be Monday, right before Raw.
Oh yeah. So
speaking of which, John Cena, big news. John Cena, new Ice Intercontinental Champion. Was last Raw was at Madison Square Garden this past Monday. Today's Wednesday, 2 days ago. John Cena's last Raw as a competitor. Sold out, hanging from the rafters.
So do you think that he'll never appear on another WWE wrestling show again?
I think they've made such a big deal out of it that if he does, he's going to look like the biggest idiot ever.
That ain't never stopped anybody before.
Money has a
do you know how many last matches a few wrestlers have had?
Yeah, Flair's retired like 4 times.
Four times. He'd have 4 or 5 last retirement matches. He's looking to get in the ring again once he gets that shoulder fixed. Once he get that shoulder fixed, he'll get back in there.
Yeah, that's what happened to him at AEW or not. He said he had his rotator cuff or something went out, and so he had to get out of there. He wasn't there very long. You were right. I never saw him, but he was there
Man,
for a
Rick,
brief minute.
Rick is how old? 7 and what? How old is Rick?
78, I think.
Man, that's up there in years, man. And he's still,
78.
and people still looking for him. I mean, he get around by himself. He traveled extensively. He traveled through, I mean, everywhere. So he's everywhere. He a part. People like to use him, and he's a great part of wrestling.
Mm-hmm. And they had two of the best, him and Ricky Steamboat, man. That was my childhood. Little shout out to Bob Caudle, the voice of Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling for the Crockett's for years and years, and Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Passed away at the age of 95 this week. Bob Caudle. I don't know if you knew Bob Caudle or not, but if you ever watched Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling as a child, when you seen Zesty Rhodes and you seen this your boy Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen, Bob Caudle was the guy interviewing him.
Ray, can you stop doing that, Ray?
I can't help it. Zesty Rhodes is really. I'm going to be working on Zesty Rhodes, and
you don't have to work too much. The zestiness is there.
The zestiness is palatable, people. Get your hand on my hand.
Well,
hand
listen,
is reaching out to your hand.
Listen, so I put out there. I'm calling. It's a few things I want to get some answers to that I've heard before I come on and put it on here. Some people are happy, some of them are not.
What I heard. That's what I hear.
And those that are happy are most happy for one thing that the other side is not happy for. So I got to talk about a little bit, man. There's some great stories behind this. So next week, I'm gonna talk to a couple of friends and I'm gonna get some more information and I'm gonna put it out there. I don't care. I got friends in the back.
Can we call this spilling the tea with the cat?
Spilling the tea. I'm telling them everything. What they gonna do to me? I don't work there.
They can't do that. They can't whoop you.
I'm gonna still work on the shows. I'm gonna still go out. I'm gonna still do these indie shows, and that's fun. That's all the wrestling I need.
That's it.
That's all the wrestling I need. And I went to France, went to Germany, I went to Australia. I'm going to everywhere. I'm going everywhere. I got enough wrestling in my life. But you know what? I want to talk to some of the Cats Corner fans, and I want to start spilling the bean. You know, you got these guys coming on, they telling everything about wrestling. Back in the day, it couldn't be a shoot. You can't tell people what you're doing in the ring. It's certain things you just didn't say. You just didn't tell anyone. Now, these people today, they giving away all the, not secrets, but they're giving away all the behind stage, what's going on in the ring.
They're letting them behind the curtain, baby.
Yeah, man. And that messing it up for a lot of people. So I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to start doing it too. I'm telling everything.
All right, so spilling the tea with the cat next Monday on the Cat's Corner.
What's the name of it, Ray? Tell them again, Ray.
Spilling the tea with the cat on next week's Cat's Corner podcast.
And I'm telling everything about everybody.
People.
About everybody. I'm going to write a list and I'm going to tell everything that I hear, because I hear stuff all the time. I work out with a lot of guys at the gym. I work out with a lot of WWE guys at the gym. I talk to AEW guys all the time. I know who's happy, who's not happy. I know who's working, who's not working. I know who's getting paid, who's getting paid. So what I want to do is I'm going to talk to these guys. I'm going to talk to these guys and I'm going to find out. And I'm going to tell everybody on my podcast who come in, listen to us. I'm giving out all the secrets.
I'm with you.
I'm going to give everybody the Iggy. You know this Iggy meme right here?
6
when the other wrestler take your hand and rub your hand inside.
Ooh.
Or rub the top of it. Touch it like this. Or touch your hand real soft. No, they're telling you right now, listen, I can wrestle. And I'm not hard. I can wrestle.
You're not hard to find.
Hey, how you can find it? No, it's not me. I don't want to wrestle. I'm not. No, I wouldn't get back in the ring doing nothing. These guys are so dangerous right now, man. They don't want to tell stories. They just want to do tricks, flips and tricks.
Them spots.
Yeah, they want to do trips. And me, no, there's no story I could tell with one of these young guys who want to do a somersault off the top row, hit me about 5 times. Ain't nothing I
Like,
can say
why?
with those guys.
You're like, why? Won't you
So,
just hit me with a closed fist?
so
Put
Big
me in a
Ray,
headlock. Take over.
Big Ray, we've done 45. Let's get out of here, man.
Hey, let's go, baby. It's Wednesday night. And you know what that means? It's AEW. It's right around the corner. Y'all tune in on WTBS. And next week, it's Spilling the Tea with the Cat right here on the Cat's Corner podcast. For your host, Ernest the Cat Miller, I am the fastest mouth in the South. It is Ray W. Don't mean to trouble you. Come back next week on the Cat's Corner
fattest
podcast.
mouth in the South.
The
fattest
fastest mouth in the
mouth.
South, baby.
And hold up, we also want to thank Cody. Thank to Cody for keeping us running.
Colorado
Thank you,
Cody,
Cody,
baby.
for putting up with our crap.
Yep,
we want to really
getting your microphone straight.
I really like that, and that mustache you got is real cool.
He looks like a Temu version of Dominic Mysterio. It's like you set off for Dominic Mysterio and Colorado Cody showed up.
That boy looked like he just finished making an X-ray
X-rated video.
I ain't gonna say that.
Porn star.
I ain't gonna say porn star. I ain't gonna call him that. That boy look cool though, man.
Yeah,
hey, Cody,
cool.
won't you come out here and let everybody see that mustache? I want to see everybody.
Come on.
See what our producer look like that much. Woo!
There he is, people. Woo! From coast to coast.
That boy
from the pineapple to the Big Apple.
And that boy got the eyebrows to go with that mustache.
That's what I'm talking about.
Holy cow, that boy got a full face full of hair.
Talk about the wolf man. All right, tune in next week when the Spilling the Tea happens with the cat.
I'm telling everything next week. I'm telling on everybody too. I'm gonna write the list of names down.
On you, Stevie Ray. I promise, not one word.
No, I'm telling on Stevie Ray. Ray, me and you gonna get together. And when I call you Ray, call me back, you fat rat.
Hey man, don't be cussing me on TV.
Okay. Well, listen. We gonna make a list of everybody, about 10 people. You gonna give me your list, I'm gonna give you my list, and we gonna talk about this. We gonna find out some information. And I'm telling on everybody.
I ain't making no list. You ain't getting my ass beat.
And they ain't gonna beat your ass because listen, it ain't something I'm not gonna embarrass anybody. You know? I mean, it's like Ralph. You know, he used to like to shampoo his hair all the time in the locker room for some reason.
Ernest the Rat Miller. He's gonna rat you everybody out next week.
Yeah, I'm doing Glacier too. Glacier
with the fishes.
Okay, yeah, we'll get that together then. All right.
Somebody call my mama.
Good night.
Whoa.